It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Packers and the Bucs on Monday Night Primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, with a nationwide audience tuning in, we have an outstanding game for you between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll tell you, in this journey right now,
Five teams have advanced to the divisional round, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
there's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Trying again following the sack. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Jacobs running behind center. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Up and good from Joseph. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Evans, the motion man here. 1st down, here's Baker. This finds Evans, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Pickup of 2 here, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Godwin, the man in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Baker. Gets this to Woods. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Mayfield now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down throw. Here's Love. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware, but he's a viable option as well.
Gets this one to Watson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Packers. Here's Love. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Love from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive starts with a carry by White. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Got his target. It's Otten. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Up the middle, here goes White. And that's good for a gain of 5. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Again, this is White. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. Back deep, a dangerous return man, Keyshawn Nixon. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch made here at the 15. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing, Love. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Watson with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Takes the handoff, now Love. He's on the move. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 46. He's got Watson. Still has some space inside the 35. He finds space, middle of the field. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 9-point advantage. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running on second with White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rashad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. Third and a lone yard coming up. Receiver in motion, headed right. Baker now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Evans. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Baker now off the play fake. Buying some time left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers in need of some points before the break. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Thrown on first down, Love. Forced out to his right. He's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 28. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. And what will they dial up on third and short? Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Evans brings in the slant. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He finds Woods. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Here's Baker to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Baker throwing again. This one's taken in by Otten. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They put a receiver in motion here left. Mayfield to throw again. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our 1st half. So we're to the half in this NFC wildcard contest. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate. Once again, thanks very much. What a 3 days of football. This has been an absolute blast. Now, just one more half of football remains until we lock down the matchups for the divisional round starting next Saturday. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to K. Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the 3rd quarter. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. 1st down throw, here's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field, and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Cut near the goal line. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st down, here's Baker. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Irving here from the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. They send him left out of the slot. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Godwin, the man in motion left. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're set up at the 35 now. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, Jacobs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got his target. It's Otten. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 32. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Baker now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Mayfield now from the gun. That pass complete to Irving. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Right back to Irving now. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Once again, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Baker now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Nixon now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bucs football, and their season on the line here as they trail. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Finds Woods. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He's got time here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers. Right, they're always thinking of the next one, but unfortunately with that miss, well, this scorecard's going to end up ugly.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Going run again with Jacobs. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Kicks the handoff, now Love. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down from the red zone. He's got it. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs running behind center. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Packers put up even more points in a win. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Mayfield on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Mayfield to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Mayfield to throw again. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. All right, set now. First and 10. Baker throwing again. Gets this to Woods. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now. Motion man sent left. From the 18 on second down. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's second and goal. Baker now from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Mayfield now on third and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. They send the tight end in motion. Desperation time here on fourth. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it an 18-point game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.